Research integrity, to me, is a system to ensure the credibility of your research results, and also a system to provide confidence to people that you haven't exploited anybody or unduly exploited any ecosystem as part of the research.
I think research integrity has a couple of layers for me. Firstly, I think the integrity of the research depends on data collection, and it has to be rigorous and covered by an ethical procedure. So I think that's probably the first thing, that you need to be aware of the fact that if you're dealing with other human beings, that you should be respecting and mindful of, and there must be some due regard for the opinions of other people. And secondly, the rigor and the research integrity has to then be in the analysis of that data.
Research integrity for me is mainly about being truthful to my roots, to my culture, but also being ethically responsible for the way that you present your findings.
Research integrity, to me, I guess is fundamentally about trust, and it's two different types of trust in a way. First is the trust between researchers and non-researchers in terms of ensuring that what we're doing in terms of the methods that we use, they're the most robust, they're the most appropriate, the data analysis that we use are the most appropriate, and we can have faith in those, that we're actually doing things and that the answers that we're finding make sense in the context of the questions that we're asking. But there's also that trust that the researchers have themselves to make sure that they are actually doing what they think that they're doing.
Research integrity to me, when you think about the word integrity, so I have a law background, and I think, of integrity as something which it's doing the right thing, in some way, doing the good thing, the right thing, the best thing for individuals who are involved in the research.
Research integrity to me means honesty and reliability. So when I'm collecting my data and reporting on it, I'm always honest in that I don't change the results or the findings. And I think reliability, especially say with qualitative data analysis, you might do coding and you need to check that other people would interpret the coding the same way, so you need to do that as part of your study. But the other thing too is when you've finished your data analysis and your findings, someone else can then go and use your data and your coding and find the same sorts of results.
I think research integrity signifies to me research that is reproducible, replicable, research that scholars are going to want to look at, read about, trust in your results, and maybe even replicate themselves.
Research integrity is about data collection, the analysis of data, and also how we interpret the data. It needs to be very honest, and it needs to be very clear in all the stages of research.
I think for me it's really important to have a holistic understanding of research integrity. So it applies to our research conduct, our research practice within projects, but equally it applies to how we hold ourselves as professionals, how we operate, our relationships with other colleagues, the way in which we give feedback on reviews, for proposals, for papers that we're reading, and so on.